Here we go. Awesome.
Man, that is an interesting trailer.
I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point.
We'll talk about it later. But in the meantime, we are late. We are very sorry, but we are here. What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to another episode of the What the Fanboy Show. My name is Luke, and this is Mr. Tyler.
And I will not mince words. To the right, the beautiful Brett Eitzen.
You all are looking very desaturated today.
We look like a Zack Snyder film.
I should get the smoke machine back out.
Oh, yeah, you did move it.
Don't get that out, please. I won't be able to breathe again.
You don't need to breathe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Overrated.
If you're watching the video of this, apologies. I unplugged some things and moved it around and then plugged it back in. And
It's okay, man. You're just trying to get in touch with Zack Snyder. We get it. It's fine.
I'm really going for the cinematic feel.
Yeah.
The
really dark
pre-color
and-
grade.
Dark and grounded,
Yeah.
realistic
Yeah.
take on podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gritty.
The
Where it
gritty
makes-
podcast.
The gritty podcast.
Where you
Podcast
really
is
have
dead,
to get it.
bury it. Tell me,
Oh, anyways, guys.
do you stream?
You will.
Dun, 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 dun,
The important thing is that we're back. Episode 127.
Yes,
Um,
and we're gonna try and make it through this entire thing without having mic issues. Jeez, we're sorry about that. If you're in, was it still like that in the?
it's like, yeah, we couldn't do anything for the video version.
Okay, but
So
whatever. Sorry about
Luke's,
that. We had
Luke's
problems.
wearing some jewelry this week to
Yes,
help.
I got a nice little earring. I'm gonna start listening now to make sure that we can hear the bad pops and the bad chords start going off. So.
Yeah, but
bad.
thank you, JT, last
Yeah.
week, who was our audio
Shout out.
engineer on the other side, who let us know that we had some issues.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what we pay him for. So
What? I don't even get paid.
Is that coming out of the bank account?
Wait, me either.
JT, you're fired. No, I'm just kidding.
Who signed that check?
What'd you guys do this week?
Nothing.
Talk to me.
Actually, did not do a whole lot.
Oh, this will be our fastest.
Yeah, probably will. So on Disney Plus, I've been really slowly going through the animated Avengers TV show. I think there's 2, and I've been watching the one that's considered the good one.
Yeah.
I used to watch it back in college, and then it got canceled and disappeared, and I could never find it anywhere. It's called The Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's
Earth's mightiest heroes. Did I do it right?
Defenders of the Earth, defenders out of the sky. No, you didn't.
Oh, dang it.
To answer your question,
Fail.
Woo!
But it's really good. It's a really linear story, which is weird for, I feel like, an animated kid show. It's super rare. But it's super similar. I mean, obviously it takes from the comic books and everything, but it's super similar to the MCU, kind of how the characters act, except for Thor. He's more like his comic book persona. Like, he wears the helmet actually, and he talks like he's from, where's he from? Asgard. So he's
There you
like, "Thou hast thee, I shall destroy you, giant." Like, he talks like that, and it's a lot of fun.
Did you voice him?
No,
Okay.
That'd be dope.
I would love to voice Thor, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Have faith.
One can only hope.
I have faith I'll voice him someday. Have at thee. Whatever.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. If you guys want more Avengers and Marvel stuff, you should definitely check it out. It's only 2 seasons, probably 50 episodes. Pretty quick watch. Hawkeye and Black Panther are just awesome in it. I'd say Hawkeye, just with his bow and arrows, probably saves the day most out of everybody, which is fun. But yeah, I should give that a shot.
Yeah.
If you want to. The other thing that I did was I watched Overlord with Tyler. That movie is awesome.
I'm sad that I couldn't make it.
Agreed.
I'm sad you couldn't make it too.
I really want to see it still.
That movie's really good. It's on Hulu.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll put it on my list.
I think it's on Amazon Prime as well. So
many places.
It should be in all the places so more people can see it. Because that movie did not do well.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. But
it didn't have that big of a budget, did it?
It made its budget and $3 million.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll wait till Tyler starts going to talk more about that.
Sure.
Then real quickly, Mandalorian is still really good. I didn't think the episode was as good as the others, but I still liked it. I just didn't like the new character. His Dark Materials, I think, continues to improve.
Yep.
Harley Quinn episode 2, much better, way better. Frank is my dude. He is hilarious.
I think my prediction was right.
Yeah. And then Watchmen, the penultimate episode.
So dope.
Incredible.
That might be one of the greatest episodes of television I've ever watched. Was my opinion on that.
I'll just plug our TV talk. We have a show on YouTube where we talk about TV, and we're going through Watchmen right now.
Yep.
We'll have a lot more to say about this episode on that, but
oh yeah. We only have 2 weeks left of that. We have this week and next.
This week and next week.
It's crazy.
It's very, very good. They're tying things up fast or not. Who knows?
We're at this point.
I think we're at the point where I'm not convinced they're actually going to tie all that much up, and it's going to be cliffhanger for season 2.
There's your tease.
There's my hot take.
Your facial reaction?
No, Brett's thing.
Oh, okay. I
always have a facial something going on, so.
Yeah, you really do, though. That's
anyway, I'm done. I'm done.
I guess I'll go next.
Yes, please do.
Diablo 3. I've been playing that for a few weeks now. Ooh. Or I guess two weeks now. I got it on Black Friday for $25 for my Switch. It's awesome. The local support for Twitch is super cool. Just like if I'm in the same room with someone who's playing it, we can just join up like right away. It's awesome. That's really cool. I really like that a lot. Call of Duty Modern Warfare started their first season of content drops. It's getting a lot of mixed reviews. People are pissed off because they didn't release as much as they said they were going to.
People are pissed?
Yeah. No. The internet is angry. Can you believe it?
I can't.
I don't think that's ever happened before.
No.
That's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm impressed Call of Duty managed to do it.
What a time to be alive.
Good for them.
Hey, they lasted 24 games or something? It's pretty good.
Yeah, some crazy number
Not
like that.
Not one bad publicity anything for it?
Nope.
Never any dislike?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Every game is the best game.
It's insane.
No, I bought the Battle Pass thing because I only had to pay $5 for it since I already had points.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I'll try it out, see what it's all about. One thing I do appreciate, it's all cosmetic. All the things that you can actually, like the guns and stuff you can get, you don't have to buy the Battle Pass to get those.
Yeah.
So they held true to their word. They said everything will be earnable, like gun-wise. So nobody's going to be at an advantage. People will say, oh, but you can get blueprints. Yeah, but if I get the blueprint and I tell you what attachments to put on your gun, you can make the same gun. Like, that's no different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing a little bit of that. I read a book called The 27 Run by Justin Zimmerman, who we met at Air Capital Comic Con.
That's right.
It is a kaiju story. Pacific Rim meets Pacific Rim.
Whoa. Meets Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it. What I thought was really cool is they wrote it with no narrative in mind. So they just wrote scenes and they compiled it in the best way they thought it would make sense. Cool. And they kind of explained that at the end and as an afterward. Really good. Really fun. I really like the robot Sid in it. He's funny. He's kind of a dick, but it's pretty awesome. I'd recommend it. I think you guys would like it. I mean, if you like kaiju stories and big giant robots and
who doesn't love some big giant robot?
Well, there's Transformers.
There's Transformers and there's Pacific Rim 2, But we forget about that one.
I like Pacific Rim too.
I'm glad someone does.
I thought that movie was fun.
I'm glad it's for someone, just not me.
I won't say it's good or great, but I had a good time watching it.
No, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I haven't seen it.
It's in the Voodoo. You should check it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I need to check out, and I think this week I'm gonna try to watch 3 or 4 movies. So next week should be fun. And then I also watched Overlord, as Luke mentioned. We watched that one at my place last Wednesday, I think, and I was very happy with it. I had heard it was really good, and I was kind of nervous going into it. I was like, but if it's not though, like I'll be pretty upset because I bought it even though it was on Hulu because I didn't know it was on Hulu. But it is really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm very happy that I bought it because I'm supporting what I view as a good film. I think my favorite part about it, there's 2 things I really like. One, it is a war movie, and it's a very like small story within a huge picture. And I just really appreciate, like, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, this is a zombie movie. It's not. It is a war movie. The mission is war related. Zombies are just kind of something that get in their way. And I think it's so well done. And it worked for me. Like, I really enjoyed it. It's not 5 billion zombies chasing people down a small corridor. It's maybe 2 or 3 zombies. Like, it's very, very small, and it feels really good. Yep.
I completely agree. And then something that I really liked about it was this thing didn't have a huge budget, and I thought they used it really well. Especially with like the practical horror effects that they use in it.
Yeah.
They look really good. And oh, dude, like there's some moments in there you're just like, oh, yeah, man, no, don't want to see that again. Like, also the cast.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say
it's really good. There's nobody. There's no A-listers in it. This is a B movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely a B movie. They even got discount Michael Shannon in here.
Yeah,
and he's good.
He's really good.
Yeah.
It was honestly, it's just really well made. Like, I didn't even notice any like, oh, that's a badly written line or anything like that. Like, I guess I kind of just knew what I was watching,
right,
with that in mind. But like, I just had a great time from start to finish with this one.
I thought Wyatt Russell was very good. And I don't know his name, but he plays young William Reeves in Watchmen. Very, very good as well. I think that dude is a budding star. I think we'll see more of him in the future. For recommendation rating, I'd say fanboy worthy.
Yep, me too.
If you like war movies, it's fanboy worthy. If you like light horror, I think it's fanboy worthy. I just think it's good all around. I don't think there's much to dislike. I mean, there's obviously going to be problems at times, but for the most part, it's pretty solid.
Agree, fanboy worthy.
Yep. Brett should watch it.
I'll try.
No, you will.
I remember when it first came out, I was with former guest host Zachary Newman, and he came up to me and he's like, so I just saw Overlord, and you will really, really like that movie. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I didn't watch it for about a year and a half.
I just had sneezed.
That's my role.
Because I started laughing. Sorry.
But yeah, I finally got to it. I'm really glad I watched it. That was a really good buy, Tyler.
Yeah. Dana looked at me like I was crazy when I picked it up. I was like, no, I'm buying this. She's like, why? Because I want to see it. I remember when it came out, we talked about going to see it like 25 times and we just never could make it. Like, it just never worked. So yeah, no, I'm glad I got it. And that is the conclusion of the things I did this week.
Okay. That means I
also watched Harley Quinn, and
that means it's my turn, right? Finally.
Yeah.
That's actually
so on to news.
No.
Love you, Brett.
So, if you follow us on social media, you know that I tried to play a game this week and stream it, and failed because the download was too big. But Halo Reach came out for the Master Chief Collection. This is not a remastering so much as we're going to re-export all the textures at 4K and we're gonna do some special stuff for the PC version, but it runs better, runs at 60 frames per second.
Nice.
You know, there's not all the like 2010 graphical glitches and type stuff. Not that Reach was full of glitches to begin with. It had a lot of anti-aliasing and screen tears when you'd move too fast, and all that's gone because it just runs so smooth on this new hardware. So I played quite a bit of that. I got through most of the campaign, and I played some of the multiplayer, and it feels good.
Did you wreck people?
My first game I did.
Was that the only game?
18-8.
I did see that picture pop up. Did you put that on Twitter?
I did put that on Twitter. Okay. Yeah, that was my first game back, and then the second game just got trucked.
Yeah, it happens.
And then it kind of went back and forth, but overall it still feels really good.
Good.
Reach is a good game, even with the title update changes, which happened so long ago that I can't be bitter about it anymore.
Do you want to cry?
Nope.
Okay.
I want to, but I won't.
You can. Let it out.
No judgment.
Okay.
I also went and saw Honey Boy this last week.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Good.
Tuesday.
Good. It's really good. There's not much to spoil. It's very much like a autobiography of
Shia
LaBeouf's
and his dad.
Yeah. So the main part of the film kind of takes place, I don't know, it's probably over the course of 6 months or a year. And I don't know the young man who played him as a kid, but he was really good.
Guy from Ford vs. Ferrari. It's that kid.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh man, good for him. Getting lots of gigs this year.
He's, Noah Jupe is his name. He's from Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. In Quiet Place 2, presumably.
Good call.
But then Shia, as his father, you know, playing his own father was a really, really powerful thing, and it's pretty cool to see how this is because the main storyline is like young Shia and his dad, and then storyline number 2 is like 10 years later, he's in his mid-20s, his dad's no longer around, but he's going through therapy.
Does Shia play himself?
No.
In those roles? Oh, okay.
No, there's someone else who plays him there. Because at the end he meets, they like kind of reconcile a little bit. And
does he tell his dad that Mel Gibson's going to play him in a movie?
He does. The Mel Gibson thing does not come up, but he does. But he does like the last thing is like, I want to make a movie about you, because that's how he's coping with the demons that his dad brought into his life growing up.
Yeah, I wonder how, and I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but I wonder like how therapeutic it truly was for Shia to play his dad.
I can imagine it was pretty therapeutic.
I think it was. I mean, you can just kind of tell like Shia was a weird dude for a while.
Yeah.
He was going through a lot of stuff, and then like all of a sudden he shows up kind of out of nowhere with Peanut Butter Falcon and Honey Boy coming out, and he seems like a completely different dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And like even hearing him talk about like his, I don't want to say his worldview, but his outlook right now is like all about love and happiness, and like it just seems like he's got a really changed heart throughout all of this.
Yeah, there's some scenes with him in therapy that are they're pretty cool. They're insightful into like kind of what I think a lot of times when movies or media take you to like a place where people are getting mental help, it's very extreme. Like people are locked up in their rooms and like
it's always like a cuckoo's nest situation.
Right. This is not like a cuckoo's nest. These are people just trying to get help. And you know, so there's a scene where he's like, the therapist is like, just go out in the woods and scream. And like, because that's like the kind of freedom they have. Like he could just walk away, but how they edit that scene kind of parallel to what's happening as he's thinking back to his younger years is pretty cool.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, so, I'm excited.
Overall, I'd probably give it a fanboy worthy. It's probably, enough of an indie film that it's hard to recommend for everyone. Mm-hmm. But for those of us who love indie films, I think it's really good.
Sweet. Does Shyamalan 2 hits this year?
I still haven't seen Peanut Butter Falcon, so I can't. I know it's on my list of things to do before the end of the year because it needs to be on my list. Mm-hmm.
You can borrow it.
I was actually gonna text you and be like, "Hey, bring it," and then I didn't.
Are you still? Sorry, I guess I was just. If you have more, you can keep going.
No.
I was gonna ask if you were still playing Battlefront 2.
I have played a little more Battlefront 2. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through the campaign. I played through the main trilogy heroes.
Okay.
So
you just finished Hans? You finished Hans?
I finished Hans and I finished Lando's.
Okay.
Do you play as them?
Yeah, you play as them. Okay. So like the first one I thought was really cool because it was Luke, and I'm like, oh, that's a really neat little one-off thing.
Yeah, and it still carries the part like you're following this Imperial squad. And when this squad runs into the character Luke Skywalker, you switch the point of view to Luke Skywalker, and the squad is like an NPC, with you, and you still get to follow the story. It's really cool.
It's a really cool storytelling device.
And then it's nice because you want to play as those characters. Mm-hmm. I've still been playing it. I've been playing mainly multiplayer, but I've started going.
I've hopped into some multiplayer. Game. I keep getting trucked by people with all those like purple cards, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just sitting here with my basic blaster. Pew 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 pew.
Yeah, I
getting one shot.
I finally had the opportunity. I finally got to play as a hero. They're always taken.
Yeah, they are.
And I never choose anybody with a lightsaber. I die too quick.
Yeah,
I don't like controlling the lightsaber in that game. So I picked Chewbacca, and I was just absolutely destroying everybody.
Nice.
It was awesome.
That's great. So speaking of Star Wars, last thing I did this week was watch a Star Wars movie with these two fools.
Mm-hmm. What do we do? No, I'm just kidding.
So we did our December movie commentary on The Last Jedi. Definitely the most beloved Star Wars movie, pretty much universally loved.
For sure.
Yeah. Least controversial. No, that's not it at all.
Honestly, though,
Tyler and I had a fist fight.
No, it wasn't bad.
If you want to,
it was all good.
If you want to enjoy a super civil, good conversation about The Last Jedi for 2.5-ish hours plus, we just put one out there for you.
Yeah.
We said we brought up a lot of good points from every angle.
To be fair,
don't know, and side.
Tyler and I had a good conversation. Luke just kept trying to pitch his Rey as a clone theory.
Because he's the don't know guy.
All I'm saying was she's down in the cave.
Somebody screen grabbed this and put a fake cigarette in Luke's mouth and some yarn in his hand. He's trying to put it all together.
There's 100 versions of her behind her. I'm just saying.
No, but I had a really good time talking about it with you guys and watching it. And even if, I don't feel like any of us probably moved the needle a little bit.
A little bit.
But none of us changed positions. That was never the point of the conversation. No. It was just to talk about what we liked and didn't like, and the storytelling choices and narrative beats. And
I think for me, I hadn't seen it in 2 years.
Yeah.
So knowing now, this time, I wasn't as shocked by Luke Skywalker and the way he is in this time, so it didn't really bother me as much. I still don't like it, but the things I enjoy about the movie, I enjoyed a little bit more because I wasn't so taken out of it by the way Luke was portrayed. So I enjoyed it more the second time.
Sure.
And I'll watch it again before Rise of Skywalker, and I'll probably find things I enjoy more than things I like less. It'll come and go.
Yeah, and I think my favorite part, though, of the whole entire commentary is we finished the movie. We just have a really awesome conversation about kind of movie risk and reward in general, I feel like, because we brought up the conversation of, Rian Johnson didn't just try and put out a basic movie. He took risks with it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, if you don't want to sit through 2.5 hours, go listen to the last 30 or 40 minutes, and that's kind of a good...
It's a little bonus pod for you.
TLDR
yeah.
section.
Where we hit on the big things.
Yeah, and we just don't we don't only talk about Star Wars. We go into Marvel, DC, kind of things as well. So.
Yeah. It was
Check
fun.
that out.
It is a good bonus
That's
pod.
That's on YouTube, unless YouTube takes it down, because that's been a thing where they're like, we're gonna flag you for copyright, even though the audio
you have the title Last Jedi in here.
But it's also obviously on Spotify and YouTube, and Apple and all the podcast places. So go check that out. That's all I did this week.
Coolio.
Let's get into some news because there's a lot of it.
News.
Comic-Con experience was this weekend, there was a lot.
That looks like a really fun Comic-Con to go to.
It does. It looks really cool. It looks like the stars and the people who are there can be a little more personal there.
Do you think the podcast will like pay for us to go down there?
You mean the network?
Wait, what?
Luke, you're the finance guy, right?
Yeah.
Can we
afford that into the budget?
To go down
can we put that in the budget next year? Because first two news stories, Suicide Squad and The Batman, will be at Comic-Con Experience in 2020.
Listen, so money is a little tight, but if we sell one shirt, we might be able to go.
Oh yeah, we sell merch.
Wink, 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 wink.
So you're telling me people should go to whatthefanboy.com/merch.
Yes.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's right
and
there.
represent.
Heck yeah.
What the Fanboy.
Shameless plug.
And right now is the perfect time to get it for
Christmas. Yeah.
Maybe a stocking stuffer for a loved one or child.
You just gave me.
We don't have child sizes
gifts this year,
so don't look for those. No, it's all good. So yeah, let's talk about the news.
I kind of mentioned it. The Batman confirmed for Comic-Con Experience 2020 and Suicide Squad as well.
Cool.
I thought that was cool. You know, that they were like, yeah, we'll be there. Get ready for it.
It's weird to me that the Batman hasn't even like started production yet, but it's coming out before Suicide Squad.
There was another interesting announcement tied to that movie this weekend.
Was.
I didn't even know about this until Tyler told me at dinner.
I found out like 10 minutes before you guys got here.
Yeah.
It's very intriguing.
That Zack Snyder is going to be an executive producer on it.
The man himself. We are so blessed by Zack Snyder.
Thank you for Zack Snyder's theme of our episode this week.
It needs to be darker.
Is that the story you were thinking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Or I didn't know if you were thinking about the casting one that came out too.
There's a casting. I missed the casting one.
What? Peter Skarsgård was cast in the Batman.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Who do we know who he's playing?
No, the rumor is Harvey though.
So I think that's a bunch of hogwash because, and I didn't even think about this. I heard it somewhere else. When he announces somebody, he doesn't say the actor's name. He says who they are, and it says "Hello, Peter." So maybe he's playing a character named Peter. I don't know who it is, but
cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, same name, but who knows? Or he's playing Harvey Dent, but
I could see him playing Harvey. I'd be okay with it. Yeah. I don't care what he plays, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the cast that is being put together for that movie.
Let's just
a lot.
I'm really hoping he reprises his role as Hector Hammond from Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, Testicle Head needs to come back. But hey, here's what I need to do. I need to borrow a specific book from you, in regards to that movie.
Long Halloween?
Yes.
Okay.
I have not read it. I know it's your favorite, isn't it? Or one of your favorites.
It's my favorite superhero comic book. And it is fantastic.
I need to borrow that from you.
Yes, you do.
So
it's a must-read if you're a comic book superhero fan.
It's Loeb, right? Jeff Loeb.
Tim Sale.
Mm-hmm. Have you read Daredevil Yellow yet?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sorry.
Somebody else tell a news story before I kill Luke.
I'm writing a tweet. Luke, you go.
So we don't need to go through all these.
No.
But Golden Globe nominations came out today or yesterday, and everybody hates them, like usual. Golden Globes are. I make the joke every once in a while. Awards are worthless. They're not. They, I guess, give you some validation if you really need it. But Golden Globes are worthless. Yeah, Golden Globes are worthless. You can buy a Golden Globe nomination.
Really? Can we buy one?
Yeah, we already bought one. That's why Comic-Con Experience is going
to be pushing the budget.
I might sacrifice that if we could put a Golden Globe back here.
How about we just go buy a globe,
paint it gold, and call it our Golden Globe?
We can dedicate it to Kyrie Irving.
There we go.
We'd have to flatten it though.
Good call. But yeah, there's a lot of controversy because none of the directors are women and none of the Best Picture nominations were made by women. So,
look, it's a strong. My problem with it is, I get it. The problem is it's a good year for anything.
Yeah.
That movies, TV, games are no, it's still a good year for games. Aren't part of the Golden Globes. Doesn't matter.
That's a different conversation.
It's a different conversation.
That's Thursday's conversation.
But like, it's hard. I get it, but it's hard to be mad when you got that much quality.
Mm-hmm.
But I still totally get it, and like representation matters. I'll keep preaching that.
I keep seeing everybody complaining that Game of Thrones was snubbed. Absolutely not. It does not deserve anything.
I like how the same people who were complaining that Game of Thrones was snubbed also made fun of the Emmys when Game of Thrones was like nominated for all those things.
Golly. Game of Thrones Season 8 deserves nothing. And the one nomination they got is for Kit Harington, who literally did nothing.
Still doesn't deserve it.
It's like,
I like Kit Harington.
Me too.
Doesn't deserve it for Season 8.
Hey, he gets to play that character again, guys.
I don't want it.
Don't want it. Good for him, though. Over in the big streaming TV world, we had CBS and Viacom are getting back together. Back in 2006, I don't know if you remember this, they used to be one company. They split. They
so
what
does that
see other people?
What does that bring?
I don't remember that because I was like 12 years old. 14.
Basically, it just brings. So Viacom is huge. They've got like Nickelodeon, Paramount, Comedy Central, DreamWorks, BET, Epix.
Hey, they got that Pennyworth show.
Oh, there you go.
That's right.
And my guess is CBS All Access is probably not pulling the numbers it needs to.
Oh no.
So they're like, let's get back with our old lover and
rekindle that flame, baby.
That's right.
How is that going to work with
the Nickelodeon Netflix deal? That's my first question.
It's I mean, if that deal is already in ink,
it's stuck.
It's stuck, and they'll deal with the ramifications of that post.
Heck, I mean, you never know. What if CBS and Viacom are like, hey, we got a good deal with Netflix. Let's get rid of CBS All Access and move all this to Netflix.
Oh, I would actually be okay with that.
Me too, because then it probably means I could watch the Picard show.
My prediction is that that's going to happen in
5 years.
5 to 7, 8 years anyways. So I'm all for it happening sooner.
Right after the Snyder Cut comes out.
Right. So yeah, no, that's another just kind of interesting. Yay, conglomerations! Not really.
Somebody's got to take down the mouse. It won't be them, but
oh boy.
Good luck.
Speaking of the mouse, Disney hit $10 billion at the global box office.
Weak. Do better, Disney.
Yeah, that's pretty whack. Okay, that's all I need to say about it. Good for them.
That is a lot of money. Oh my gosh.
I can't fathom that much money.
Sometimes when I have to write out just a million, I'm like, how many commas do I need? How many zeros is that? Man, with 10 billion? That's another comma and 4 more zeros? Like
too many zeros.
Or 3 more zeros or something? I don't know. Freaking numbers, man.
Oh, I had not realized how close Frozen 2 was to $1 billion.
We haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. It's at $1 billion?
It's at 922.
I'm not gonna go see it.
I'll
wait for it to hit Disney Plus.
You know what's crazy? I have not heard anything really about it, but apparently everybody's seen it. Like,
clearly,
I think you're the only person I've heard about that movie from. Whereas, like,
I mean, your friends though aren't typically the target demographic.
True, very true.
How many of your friends have kids who would go or are kids who would go?
I don't know.
Dana went.
the kids might be a little young, but I feel like still like some of my friends are in that age where they're like, yeah, let's go see the new Disney movie.
It's Disney. Yeah,
I love Disney animation. I'm one of those people, but
not with Frozen.
I'm avoiding the crowds and the children with this one. I don't want to deal with all that.
My
nonsense.
guess is you're probably pretty safe now.
Good. I'll still see it more in 21 if it's available. With the warm recliner seat.
So yeah, it's made a lot of money, and it will probably cross the $1 billion mark
this weekend.
That was crazy.
Probably before Christmas, at least. And if not, it will blow past over Christmas because it'll get a nice second
and a little second win for the
holiday
people
boost
that won't go see Star Wars.
Yep.
Or have already seen Star Wars twice. Still with Disney, I guess. So two kind of little interesting things came out. In the same week, the dude who played Aladdin, what is his name? Shoot, I should have wrote it down. Mena Massoud.
Hey, Angel.
I think.
Oh, what's up, Angel?
Thanks for joining us.
He came out and said, I have not received an audition since Aladdin. That was my last audition. And then not 2 days later, Disney is like, hey, we're going to do a Disney Plus spinoff for... What's his name? Prince Anders?
Yeah.
The goofy character who was in the movie for 2 minutes. The only white character in the movie. And it's just like, wow. Like...
Way to reward that.
Like, and they're probably... I assume they're going to do it Aladdin too. They made $1 billion.
I was going to say, so there's two things. One, like, Aladdin 2's coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost a guarantee. It's a guarantee.
Stinks for that guy, though. He was good in that movie.
Well, so my question is, as he put his name out, he just hasn't gotten called back? Or he hasn't, like, felt like he can go audition because he's...
waiting for Aladdin 2 to start?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't read the article, so I heard the headline kind of thing. Also, we don't need a spin-off movie about what's his face.
We don't need it, and nobody wants it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that movie.
You know, that it may have been a little like testing the waters, like how open are people to this? And now that it's let no, they're like, okay,
and
back off.
Just kidding.
That scene was funny.
Just kidding. Jasmine gets her own spin-off movie.
A Jasmine prequel.
The Aladdin shared universe.
It's all about them spin-offs, man.
Now the
Speaking of spin-offs, did you guys hear about the Amazonia?
The Themyscira spinoff?
Yeah.
Patty Jenkins will be producing.
That's pretty cool.
I'm here for it.
That's the kind of spinoff I want.
It's way better than The Trench.
Yes, I'm way more interested in that than The Trench.
At least Amazons of Themyscira will have people in it.
Give me Artemis in that movie.
Give me an Artemis and Antiope team up.
Yep. I'm here for it.
That'd be super dope.
And people are like, what is that?
It'd be really cool to see the story that Hippolyta tells Diana in the first Wonder Woman. Like, see, like, this is where the Amazons came from. This is why we have our little private island.
That would be really cool.
And why we don't help anybody, because we got really screwed over in this deal.
I agree. I'm there. I'm here for that.
As opposed to Scary Fish Monster. The end. Whack.
When did the lampfish get legs?
Speaking of spin-offs.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe. It could be a spin-off. It could be a sequel. It could be a reboot. Apparently we're getting more Planet of the Apes from Disney.
Yeah.
And it better not be a reboot.
It's so interesting that that's the first Fox property that they're like, we all know that X-Men is getting a thing, but that's more Marvel.
Avatar.
Those were already in production.
True.
I just think that, like, I know that first off, they weren't huge commercial. The last couple weren't huge commercial successes. They made money, but they got really like good critical acclaim, which is why I'm scared of them rebooting. I'm more okay with them going forward, but
I think it'd be really cool to do a sequel that's a reboot of the original Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Where space guys come back home and they're like, where's the people and why are all these chimpanzees
talking to me
and hitting me and throwing me in cages? What's going on? Like remake the Charlton Heston.
Yeah, I wonder how you write that. So
it's time to bring back Charlton Heston.
The challenge with like that was that the whole the twist at the end you can't do anymore because we all know it. So you either you just embrace it and make it a carbon copy. Brett doesn't like carbon copies, so Brett votes no. Or do you subvert expectations and spin it some other way, which will probably piss off other people.
Brett just spoke in the third person.
Who's Brett?
Brett is having an
existential crisis.
I don't have caffeine tonight, guys. I'm worthless. I'm good.
I offered.
You did.
All right.
You did. Thank you for offering.
All right.
Oh, real quick before we go into the next one, Angel says the next movie Disney should make is Jasmine in The Lion King.
Whoa!
Magic carpet ride to Pride Rock. She jumps off. Queen of the Lions. Stay back, Beyonce.
You better be careful. The Beehive might come for you now. You just messed up.
Hey, if the Beehive gets us more watches, I'm fine with it.
Good
point. Way to be controversial, Brett.
You dig your grave, Brett.
Someone's gonna keep this channel alive.
Let's get away from spin-offs and stuff, but let's keep going with sequels. Jonathan Groff joins the cast of Matrix 4. If you don't know who Jonathan Groff is, he is the lead in Netflix's Mindhunter.
Bye-bye, Mindhunter Season 3. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah. So now I don't feel any pressure to finish Season 2. It's going to be another 3 years.
It's really good.
It's good.
Yeah, but then I got to wait 3 years for more.
That's okay. You can rewatch it. Just watch it once a week.
No, it's fine. Season 3 is like probably already shot.
That'd be nice.
That'd be awesome.
But I'm excited for that. I think
he's really good.
That's a good casting choice, and it
good
gets
for
me
him.
More interested in that movie, which I'm not particularly interested in. So
I am. I'm mainly just super curious about where they're going to take it.
Yeah. Well, and like we said earlier, when you bring the original creators back, I'm always going to be slightly more interested. So, unless it's James Cameron. Sorry, avatars.
Above average height, James Cameron.
I don't hate James Cameron. I
don't hate him, but I don't really like him very much.
Anyways.
What you guys got?
I've got news. Okay.
All I got is CCXP stuff. So
okay. I have a video game news.
Well, real quick before we get into video games, Carol Spinney, he's the actor who brought Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch to life, passed away this week. So thoughts and prayers out to his family. R.I.P. I don't know. Sesame Street was a big part of my childhood, so that's and he worked. He was like still performing in like up until like a year ago. He was like 84.
It's crazy.
The man.
He was the
what
puppeteer,
he did.
right?
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, that puts a damper. That
Sorry.
makes the color look that way.
Happy news! You had a gaming one. I know I have a gaming one too. So
there is a new BioShock game in development in 2K.
So.
That's awesome. BioShock's a cool franchise.
BioShock is awesome, and I'm so glad we're getting another one.
I've only played Infinite, and I loved that game.
One is maybe better story-wise, but not mechanically.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as... It hasn't aged nearly as well.
No.
2, we can just forget about.
Yeah.
But Infinite is really good.
I loved Infinite. It was a game... I got a game with gold.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I've heard about BioShock before. I guess I'll play this game. And I was halfway into it. And I was like, what the freaking crap is going on in this world, man?
It's awesome, right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Needs to be a
I'm
TV show.
Gliding down that thing and shooting people. And
that should be a TV
around.
show.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Get it on at HBO.
HBO Max. I don't have news for it.
Oh. Other
than the Green Lantern and the Strange Adventures are part of the Arrowverse.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Lost all interest.
That was my news for it, and I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to do it. But.
I just lost almost all interest in both of those. That is so sad.
If I had really any stake in it, I would care, but I don't. So I don't.
Like the Arrowverse is really incredible what they did. They started this trend of TV superheroes, but I'm so tired of the CW-isms and the crappy costumes and all this stuff. I'm gonna watch the crossover event that's going on right now, but the bad acting, the bad writing.
Did you see any of the stuff from the crossover
No.
episode last night?
I'm just avoiding stuff.
Will Wheaton was in it.
Is he the president?
No. Will Wheaton was in it. Burt Ward was in it. Gosh, there's so many people already. Will Wheaton was a guy holding an "End is nigh" sign. No, not in that. And then the Titans from DC Universe were in it.
I did hear that.
That's pretty cool.
That like it just kind of flashed.
It showed their
world.
Earth getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That'll be okay.
Yeah, that'll be fine. But I did think it was cool because it was kind of everybody.
They acknowledged that.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that's how. Back to the HBO Max thing. I'm guessing that's how it will be a part of it. Basically, just saying, hey, we can cross over if we want. They used Hawk and Jason Todd. No way on earth Jason Todd would come to a CW show, though. Like, it would not work for a multitude of reasons. Mostly because he likes the F word. So it would feel like a far cry from his character to come onto the CW and never cuss.
Yeah.
If it's a parallel Earth type thing, and they honestly, it's just a crossover, I guess that makes it a little better, but still to hear that is kind of frustrating.
Yeah. I know season 1 of Strange Adventures is supposed to follow Booster Gold.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
I like Booster
there's
Gold.
some better news that came out of that, I guess. I do think it makes it pretty likely that Diggle will be the main Lantern in that. I hope not, but we'll see. Sorry, somebody give us happy news. Brett, give us happy news.
I've just got trailers left, and
that's like the bulk of our stuff tonight.
Things that weren't trailers. Marvel was at CCXP, and honestly, I didn't really follow too much of what they did. It kind of sounds like they just said like
nothing was. They confirm a few things were in development that we already kind of knew.
Oh, that's one thing. Feige was like, Moon Knight and She-Hulk and Miss Marvel or whatever are going to be coming out or getting ready in 2020, at the end of 2020. And it was still super vague.
Cool.
But it's like, okay, thanks, bro. Can't wait.
Thanks for telling us what we already knew.
And there was a new Black Widow poster. The different one.
A different one?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's like her face. It was all right.
I've seen her face before.
It was all right.
Yeah. I give that poster a Matthew McConaughey.
So I think that leads us into our first trailer of the week, right? Black Widow. Do we want to start diving into these trailers?
Sure.
Yeah, I say let's do it.
All right, Black Widow trailer happened. Moving on. I'm just kidding. Sorry, that was mean. What'd you guys think of the trailer?
I thought it was pretty good.
It was fine.
All it made me really think was I would have rather had this come out when Captain Marvel did. That was the big thing on my mind. I thought, and then also I've been watching a lot of like stunt action breakdown stuff, and so when I see a person randomly somersault, it kind of makes me just go flare, nothing to it.
Yeah.
But I'm still like super interested. I thought Red Guardian looked cool. I'm interested to see the relationship of this family and where it came from and where it's going. I think everybody's making too big of a deal out of the fact that Black Widow's vest in Infinity War is the one Florence Pugh is wearing in this movie. You know, it might just be a vest. Like,
wait, this is a thing? Like, people are really... Why? What do they think?
That she's going to die and that...
Oh, she'll take the vest.
She'll take the vest. It's like, yeah, that vest is super
She could also be like, here, take my vest. Or the vest could be like,
they all get one in a room.
There's a bunch of, there's a wardrobe full of vests, and they each take one.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think people are making too big a deal of it, but I think it still looks good. I don't think it looks great at this point, but good.
I said two things when I watched it. Dana and I watched it together. I looked at her and I said, why now? That was my first question. My second thought was, this looks like Solo to me. It looks like everything they've ever hinted at over the MCU's 23 movies. They're going to show it to us. It's the Black Widow Wikipedia page with
a cameo by Iron Man.
Yeah, and Harbor being funny.
So I was really hoping this would be
a spy movie.
Yeah. Like,
instead,
what if
it's a
Winter
Power Ranger
Soldier
villain
was set in Russia and she was the main character instead of Cap? That's the movie I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what you're gonna get?
But I'm not gonna get that. I'm gonna get Guardians of the Galaxy in Russia.
That's actually already a movie.
Yeah, that is a movie.
They have a bear on their team.
We should watch that. That's what we should do a commentary on.
We should.
Yeah, I kind of was hoping they would lean into some of the spy stuff with her, and maybe they will. It's the first trailer.
It's the first trailer.
It's hard to really take anything. It
just looks very much like it came off the Kevin Feige Marvel assembly line.
It does,
and
it hits all the beats.
I'm just not into it. I want Phase 4 to take risks. Really give your creative teams the freedom to do weird things.
That's why I love
or
Ragnarok.
Unique things. Don't necessarily make it feel like it has to fit super. Like, not every movie, like movie to movie, doesn't have to feel the same tonally. You can have dark movies. You can have funny movies. You can have espionage movies. You can have big dumb action movies.
Mm-hmm.
They can all coexist because Marvel has gotten big enough where it's going to take them 3 or 4 absolute screw ups to fail at this point.
Oh yeah.
So like,
or maybe just 2. It's all it took. Star Wars.
I don't think Star Wars never had as much goodwill as
it's true.
Marvel does.
What movie do we think will be the first one to flop? I guess in Phase 4. I don't think any of them will flop financially, but be the first one where you're just like, oh no.
Eternals.
That's what I was gonna say. But
Eternals is just Guardians while they wait for James Gunn to come back.
Eternals for me, what honestly makes me the most nervous, and I know she's a good actress and all, but is Angelina Jolie. Am I going to be able to look past Angelina Jolie?
Honestly, you know what I think of when I think of Eternals? I think of Inhumans.
Yeah.
That TV show that did not do well.
I went and saw that in IMAX. I paid money to see that movie.
Is that on? That's on
that
Disney
show.
Plus, right?
That show.
Yeah, Disney? It is.
I should watch it.
They should take it off. just don't.
Okay.
It's a dumpster fire.
Oh, good. Well,
it was so bad. Oh my gosh. Bad memories.
Hey, we're still getting New Mutants, right? Yeah. I guess that's not MCU though.
They just need to drop that on Disney Plus with no warning. Just put it on there.
Yeah.
Just move past it. It's there.
One more thing, Black Widow, Taskmaster design. Thoughts?
It's fine. I don't care.
Yeah,
looks like a Power Ranger villain.
Yeah, it's just everything's kind of generic. I love her white suit. Think that looks dope. I don't know any of the history on where she gets it and why she has it.
Because it's snowy in Russia.
Cool. I like it.
And everybody knows if you are white in the snow, you can't see you.
Yeah, I think
just like when you wear black, you can't see you.
I think David Harbour looks good in that, like, he's playing that kind of... He's the
big dumb idiot of the team.
Yeah, he's the humor. But I think his suit it fits that.
That's where he went.
And then everything else just looks super generic. We should move on. We've talked about Black Widow too much.
All right. Which trailer do you guys want to talk about next?
Let's do another Disney one.
Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan.
That's right. There's 2 more Disney ones.
There's
like 6 Disney ones. Whatever.
Who I am. So
I hate to keep being down on the female-led Disney movies.
Brett did it, not us.
I am actually
digging this grave.
That's
Here
right.
I go.
Just keep talking.
Whistle while you work.
Talk some more crap about Beyonce. Keep digging that grave, buddy. I actually like this trailer.
I'm conflicted on it.
I'm fine with the music being gone. I don't think Mulan has that good of music. It has one good song. One or two good songs. Everything else is fine.
Okay, go ahead.
No, please.
My biggest concern is I don't think the lead actress is going to be very good. Judging by the way she delivers some lines in this trailer, I was like, oh boy, this could be a problem.
That's kind of where I am at too, in that like, I haven't seen anything from her that's wowed me in the trailer, and I don't see a supporting cast that can lift her up. Sometimes you can get away with an okay lead if you've got a supporting cast who's like, we're going to elevate you up to here.
They need Eddie Murphy.
I don't want Eddie Murphy, but I do want Mushu, and Mushu is not in this movie, and there's still magic. If there was no magic, fine, but there's magic. Gosh dang, give me a dragon!
I thought that was weird that they have like a magic phoenix lady, but they don't have Mushu.
That's why I'm conflicted. You make this big point about how that's not accurate, like with the dragon stuff. Like, so you'd make it a phoenix. That's fine. You know what? Cool. Whatever. But then you like make it super grounded, but yet you have a witch who can turn into a bird and dudes just running up walls. And I'm like, there's nothing grounded about this. This chick's doing magic.
And like, I don't know if they're it just almost seems like a step back in the term, in the like, in it's even more of a like classic Disney movie with a villain who does magic. Magical villain, that's bad. That's, you know, that's what every other Disney classic Disney princess movie is. And the people without magic, they have to defeat the bad magic people. And Mulan kind of turned that on its head. It was like, oh, what if this was just an invading horde? I know, very boring, whatever. But then you had like this cool like magical dragon who admittedly doesn't really do anything.
No.
Mushu doesn't really do anything other than be like a cool little sidekick. But I don't know.
He's like a flamethrower.
Yes. I don't know.
Shoot, what was the other point I was going to make? As far as the music goes, I thought the version they did of Reflection in the trailer was super good.
Yeah. Music was fine.
But my least favorite part of the entire trailer was when they're doing the training sequence song, and the dude goes, "We're gonna make men out of all of you." Wink. That's a song. Just, it's like, okay, I thought that was so stupid. But at the same time, I'm like, I think those battle sequences look cool. It looks like it wasn't filmed in a box of green. It looks like they went out to a field and they're like, let's do a battle.
Yep.
Like, I think all that stuff looks super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up seeing it and going, I didn't like this stuff, but I like that stuff.
Yeah, like I said, my only concern is the lead actress. I'm fine with everything else. I did think it was weird that they have a magic lady, though, after what they said. They're kind of backpedaling.
I'll go see it, and I'll probably be torn. I'll be like, yeah, it's a fine movie, but I don't appreciate what they did to the... And I'm typically the one who's like, change the story. And again, I think you could change the story and still have the gosh darn dragon. I don't know. I like dragons.
Do you have a picture of a dragon in here somewhere?
I don't think so.
You have that picture of Drogon somewhere.
Oh, yeah. It's back in that pile.
Yeah, dinosaurs and stuff. That's not important.
My little...
There's another Disney trailer.
Togo?
Yeah, Togo. You do have it on there.
I actually didn't watch this one.
I did.
I saw it was a dog movie and just skipped it.
So, 2 weeks ago, they came out with the Call of the Wild trailer. And I was like, that is a 100% CG dog, and I will not pay money to see this movie. I think it's a straight... No, I think that one's coming out in theaters.
Yeah, that one's going to theaters.
That one's going to theaters. That pissed me off. So I saw this one, and I was like...
Brett is the negative Nancy this week. Did you guys trade chairs or what? What's going on?
He doesn't have any caffeine.
I don't have caffeine.
That's right. I like no caffeine, Brett. And his non-rose-colored lenses. This is great. Keep it going. I love it.
So I saw this one, and I was like, ooh, this looks like a real dog. And then Willem Dafoe is awesome, and I'm like, this movie's going to make me cry. So...
Should I watch the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like Balto?
I love Balto.
This is the
We were talking about Balto like months ago.
This is like the same story.
Just the other team.
Like the other team.
Yeah.
And
it's
like,
the A team.
It's the A team.
Yeah.
Like it just looks like it's gonna be super emotional.
I think I'm sorry, Brett, I'm gonna step on your toes.
It's all good.
So I like the trailer. However, I am glad this is a Disney Plus straight to streaming movie because there's some moments in it where I was like, nah, fam, this ain't it.
I don't know if I don't typically go see dog movies in theaters.
Well, yeah, because you'll just cry.
Because I'll just cry the whole time. So this is one that I'd probably just wait to Disney Plus.
Would have had it anyways.
So.
I think I'm mostly just speaking of like it's really good. Like I enjoyed the trailer. I was like, man, this is good. The music was awesome in it. I was like, this is dope. I'm excited about this movie. Willem Dafoe, Academy Award nominee. They, of course, I got to mention that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this looks good. That dog is cute. He's super cute. And he's old, and he's going to make this crazy heroic run. And then, like, the end of it, he's, like, dragging them across ice, and it's, like, tipped sideways.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I mean...
Is this a Fast and the Furious dog movie?
So,
what the heck?
I saw that, and then Call of the Wild also had like a very similar like gotta outrun the avalanche. And I'm just like Disney, like you don't need to make it like we don't need a Fast and Furious every.
They probably are making Togo, and it's just gonna be a remake of the animated Balto movie.
I really enjoyed it up in that part. It just kind of took me out of it after that. I was like, oh man, this looked really good up until right here.
Yeah,
and then I was just like. Come on. You're this close. You're this close. But I am excited for this. I cannot wait to watch
Fast and Furious.
No.
Never go 100%.
Somewhere, Robert Downey Jr. is saying his famous line from Tropic Thunder.
Never go full Fast and Furious.
Can we talk about my favorite trailer that's come out this week?
Sure.
Da-da-da-da.
Mine too. Oh my gosh. That's a trailer. Get it, Brett.
That was a blaster sound. I don't know why.
I don't know what.
There's laser guns in Moonraker, so you're good.
Touche. Yes, we got our Bond 24 or 25. Yeah. No Time to Die. Mm-hmm. I can't even know. There's too many of them.
No, there's not. Disagree.
I agree with your disagree because they've come out over the number of over
since
50
1960
years, and Marvel's put out the same number of movies in 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's kind of a crazy thing to think about.
Thanks for that. We got our first look at Daniel Craig's final appearance as James Bond.
Wait, is his last one?
Yep.
I'm just kidding. I haven't seen any of his, so.
Wait, at the same time.
No. No, so when I watched it, I was like, it was a good action flick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But I don't have any prior experience with him as James Bond, so I'm like, okay.
This is the one Bond who really has an arc. Mm-hmm. I think maybe that's why I'm more excited. Just to kind of see what is the conclusion of this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got all the characters are coming back, which is really cool. Like Felix Leiter.
Yep.
Is coming back. He's so awesome. It's played by the future Gordon.
Okay.
Batman,
yeah.
Jeffrey
Wright. Also the guy in Game Night.
And Westworld.
Yes. Madeline's coming back. Obviously, Bond is coming back.
Wait, for real? They're doing a James Bond movie with James Bond?
No. Crazy, right?
What?
Especially since he retired in the last one, so.
He retires after every movie, it's fine.
Not the first one.
He's pissed.
That's true.
But yeah, and then we got a lot of really cool characters coming up. Of course, I'm excited for Ana de Armas.
Yes.
But I'm really excited for Rami Malek.
Yeah,
playing the villain, Phantom of the Opera.
His villain, it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say the one thing I'll say about this is I'm kind of tired of Bond villains being disfigured.
It's the Bond.
It's the thing
trope,
to do, but like, give me like an attractive Rami Malek against, and that's not hard to do against pretty boy James Bond. And
how about?
I gotta fan myself over here.
How about he plays Freddie Mercury as the villain of Bond?
No.
Hey yo, Bond is running at him. Hey, yo.
Wait, I'm not. No,
Saint Living.
I'm so confused.
He just became the music meister. Sorry.
Good casting. No.
But yeah, no, I'm happy with this trailer. I don't need to see more. I probably will because
I would love to not see anything else.
Just April, right?
Yep.
Yeah, not too far away.
No.
Bond traditionally like a Thanksgiving release date, so it's kind of nice to have it in that.
Mm-hmm.
Although I just feel like next year would be a good time to put some of these out. You don't have a super crowded holiday next year.
Not yet. Something will move in there though.
I think everyone's
November
scared
is
of
Eternals.
I don't know why.
It has Marvel on it.
I know.
That's why.
I know.
It's
I'm
minimum
cynical.
baseline.
It's
box office
threat.
is $800 million.
It's threat. It's an immediate threat, no matter what.
When does Jungle Cruise come out?
Are you serious? Are you serious, Clark? I watched Christmas Vacation this weekend. What you saying? I love that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Even though I haven't seen any.
Two more trailers.
Two more trailers. Yep.
Luke, do you have 3?
I have 4.
Good lord. Okay, the not too popular ones.
I guess I.
Here, I'll do one really quick.
Okay.
There is a Birds of Prey trailer that we did not get to see.
Oh, it was at.
Yeah, it was at
Experience.
CCXP, but.
Okay.
And they also did the opening scene of the movie. Hearing good things.
Cool.
Black Mask wears his black mask in it, so y'all can shut up. And then we're hearing that Jared Leto's Joker was in it.
Like actually in it, or is it just the scene where he's in the
scene from
the trailer where he's
from Ace Chemical?
Oh,
like that scene, it's that.
I bet it's stuff they shot for Suicide Squad.
But still,
reusing. Hey, that's fine. I mean,
counts as one of his appearances.
Yep.
Get that contract off the books.
All right, you fulfilled your contract.
They haven't been shy about still putting this in the universe. Mm-hmm. Even in that first trailer, Harley's like, Mr. J and I broke up, or he dumped me, or whatever. So and she's throwing knives at a drawing of him. So I think that's okay if it's just one little scene to kind of set up again who is Harley more than just who we've met in this ensemble movie, Suicide Squad.
So something that came out today, maybe 2 hours ago or 3 hours ago or something. Times it, don't care.
Doesn't matter.
I guess set visit reports are starting, and set interviews are starting to come out for it.
Cool.
And I think it was.
I mean, it's 2
Kathy
months away.
Yan, the director or one of the producers, was talking about how this movie isn't in the normal timeline.
Oh.
It's a parallel timeline type thing. It sounds weird, and how the entire movie is from Harley's deranged perspective, and that's why it looks and sounds and everything the way it does. Because
that's kind of cool.
Harley views things differently.
Mm-hmm.
The reason Gotham and everything in this movie is so bright is
because of her thing.
Harley.
Because
Harley is psychotic. So I don't know. It was an interesting interview, and I know some people will hate on that interview just because it's a Birds of Prey movie and Batgirl isn't in it. So also they were asked about Batgirl and they said no, she's not in it. We're just move on from it. Was their answer.
There will be a tongue-in-cheek reference to her, guaranteed.
Maybe they'll show the clock tower.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's a good spot for a bit.
Another little trailer before we jump into the 2 I know that we have left. There was a Witcher Geralt intro trailer, kind of explaining to you what a Witcher is, and who Geralt is. and I'm 95% convinced that Henry Cavill sat down in front of a camera and just started talking about how much he loves Geralt. And they were like, "This is pretty good. We're gonna make this a little feature.
Let's throw some graphics on there.
Yeah, throw a few scenes in there. Mm-hmm. Henry, you just talk about your love for the Witcher books, and it's good." I think he's gonna win over a lot of people. I know a lot of people were upset with his casting. I think he's gonna surprise some people with this role. My biggest concern was his voice, but everything I've heard so far, he sounds good. Yeah.
Sweet.
There was a TV trailer. It wasn't part of CCXP, but there was a trailer for The Boys season 2.
Oh yeah, there was.
Oh, I have not
lots
seen
of
that.
blood.
I sent that to you, and I forgot about it.
Yeah,
sweet.
I am super excited.
That's
for that.
like in the top.
That's one of my favorite shows this year.
I think top 2. I think it's number 2 right now of my shows of the year.
What's number 1?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Gun to your head. What's your favorite show of the
year? True Detective.
Oh,
season 3.
Okay. Intriguing.
Lovely.
You
may now remove that from my face.
Mine is Mindhunter and Doom Patrol, then The Boys.
We'll talk about favorites at the end of the year. We still got a little time, and I've got about 6 shows to finish before then.
Me too. All right, and that's why I actually told Luke at dinner this week I'm trying to hammer out some movies and shows.
Yeah.
So
our last 3 weeks of December is literally just us binging everything we can. Yeah. What did we miss?
I just thought of an idea, and I'll talk to you guys after.
Okay. Hey. Ghostbusters.
This was an interesting trailer. So that came out today, this morning. This does not look like a Ghostbusters film, but it looks like a good movie.
I didn't like it.
I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks like it'll be tonally kind of all over the place.
So, yeah.
I thought it just looked uninteresting. Like
I wouldn't say that it intrigued me all that much. So when I say I think it looks like a good movie, I just think it looks like a well-made movie.
Mm-hmm. It'll be well acted too. It's got a good cast.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of Paul Rudd, and I'll go see it.
That's what I'm saying. Like
just because of him.
You put Paul Rudd in something, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Like it's a given, and then Finn Wolfhard too.
So you're gonna watch Halloween 6: The Curse of Michael Myers with Paul Rudd, his first movie?
Is he a kid?
No.
Is he like 30?
He's like 18, but he looks the same, I think.
I'll watch it. I like Paul Rudd.
Yeah. No, I just think that you have, when we look back at original Ghostbusters, that's a funny movie.
Yeah.
And
that's comedy.
It's a comedy, and I don't get that tonally from this trailer.
And this one's like bam, 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 like trying to build this tense anticipation. Yeah. I'm waiting for what's his name? The fat ghost. Slimer to pop up and go like.
Well, so I wonder if they're doing an overcompensation from Ghostbusters 2016. This is obviously different, completely different universe. They have cut that movie out.
I cannot wait for this one to come out and all the comparisons to be between those two movies.
Oh,
it's gonna be so great.
When you think about the tone of that movie, very campy, very
SNL.
Honestly, it's very SNL.
It's a very long SNL skit.
To this, which is none of that. It's pure. I think it's pure. This is like nostalgia bait trailer.
Yeah.
That said, I'm hoping that we get a second trailer that has a little more comedy, that shows me a little more of what
you love about Ghostbusters.
What I love about Ghostbusters. Paul Rudd might be able to carry that comedy by himself through the whole thing. That's fine. Finn Wolfhard, I have not yet to see him in a role that I find all that funny. I don't know if I've seen him do comedy that I really like.
I thought he was funny in It.
Mm-hmm.
The first one.
The first part.
Him and Jack Dylan Glazer. He's Richie. He's young Richie.
No, I know. I just don't remember it. I don't remember the comedy parts of it.
He keeps making fun of Eddie's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
Yeah, so what I do like about it is I like the idea of like them finding all the little pieces.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
They're like gonna slowly assemble their own Ghostbusters team of half kids, half school teacher.
Yeah,
and I do think that will bring comedy elements that we don't get to see in this trailer.
Sure.
Judging by what they give us, that's where I think it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like, and the reason I say it's tonally kind of all over the place is what Luke said. They tried to build this like horror. It felt like it wanted to be a horror movie, but also be a Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
And I just don't like. I don't think those things mesh. I get it, ghosts, but no.
Yeah.
Like it's Ghostbusters, and that's one word. You got to keep it a Ghostbuster movie.
Yeah.
For me.
Something strange
in the neighborhood.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters! All right.
Sorry.
All right.
The trailer that everyone on the internet cares about now.
I'm
The
trying to
next
think of
Ryan Reynolds movie.
Oh gosh, there was a Ryan Reynolds movie.
I just remembered this one.
I did too. Free
Guy.
Free Guy.
It looks funny.
I think it looks interesting. It's like real life Grand Theft Auto.
I think it has the potential to be the best video game movie
that isn't based
that
on
actually isn't based on a video game.
I think one, it looks funny. Two, I think it looks like the concept of it is cool.
Yeah.
I like the concept, but honestly, I was just really turned off that it was Ryan Reynolds. He's the same in everything now. I could have closed my eyes and not paid attention and been like, is this Detective Pikachu? Or is this Deadpool? I don't know. I think I'm on Ryan Reynolds fatigue.
I just know that this is going to hammer every video game like cliche ever, and it's going to be so funny to me.
Probably my fear, I don't know, it wouldn't be a fear. I'm just thinking of some of my least favorite stuff with Ready Player One was just how busy it got in the third act.
Mm-hmm.
And like I could just see this whole movie being like that.
Super busy.
Especially based on the trailer. It's like the first thing he sees is like 16 cars, there's helicopters crashing and bank heists going on, and it's like, okay, but we need pacing. And that could just be a trailer cut, but
I do love that Ryan Reynolds literally has the power to go into a studio and be like, I want you guys to advertise the movies that are literally counter-programming to what we're doing.
Yes.
And then we're going to show a trailer that's so different. I love how everybody does that. He's, like you mentioned, he's Deadpool and everything now. Mm-hmm. And that humor works for me, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
For now.
I think what you're talking about with from the studio that brought you Aladdin, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast twice. Like that is super like Deadpool meta.
Yeah.
I found it hilarious, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, is this?
It's Ryan Reynolds is doing. It's Deadpool.
This is just Deadpool, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is just Deadpool, but he doesn't have to put on the
suit. Yeah.
The suit.
He doesn't look like the topographical map of Utah.
He's putting on the HUD goggles.
Yeah.
All right, but now though, for real, the trailer everybody's talking about. Luke, introduce it. Me.
Go ahead. I'm fixing wires.
You got it.
Wonder Woman, 1984.
Yeah.
What?
Down at
I didn't watch this one.
Comic-Con Experience. We got our first trailer for it.
Woo!
Finally! Exciting!
The movie was supposed to come out in like 2 days or something.
Originally.
So sad. But
no,
also,
that's fine. I have too many other things to watch.
But it's Wonder Woman, and I like Wonder Woman, so it would have been cool to see already. But yeah, it's fine. I was nervous for this trailer, but I really liked it. I watched it twice. I was like, this looks really cool. However, I am actually still nervous for the movie. They're hitting a lot of sequel tropes that I'm nervous about. But I do think it looks like a lot of fun. I thought the cinematography in this movie looks super good.
It's good. Good.
And I've been listening to freaking that song all day.
Yeah,
that song is so good. Awesome.
It was the music for it was well done.
How does it feel? Blue Monday. Is the name of the song, by the
Blue
way. Blue Monday.
Blue Monday.
Mm-hmm. By New Order?
Yeah, New Order.
I would agree, Luke, the cinematography looks really good. Mm-hmm. I think that the acting looks really good. Mm-hmm. That said, I'm also worried. I have very hard since Wonder Woman came out that Chris Pine does not need to be back. He is very clearly back, and not just I'm gonna have a quick little vision role. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of like when I heard he was coming back, I was like, okay, maybe he's like, there's like a weird Force Ghost thing, or like someone messes with her mind, and but this is bigger than that, and that really worries me. I like him. The fact that he's kind of the fish out of water. Mm-hmm. I think that's an interesting
spin. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
On the first one. That said, I just don't. I like Chris Pine, but I just think you need to move on.
I think it fits
you can tell a story.
I just think he fits in so well with what they're doing with Maxwell Lord from what you get in the trailer, though. The one thing you want, like you can get anything you want back, and obviously that's what she wants back.
Yeah.
So I think it works, and he's obviously going to be taken away from her again, is my guess, which will lead to the eventual neck snapping of Maxwell Lord. But we'll have a Man of Steel conversation after that.
We need you to see that movie.
Yeah, we
so you can do that with
us. No, I actually really liked the trailer. I thought it was good. I like the humor in it. I think, again, like you mentioned, Chris Pine being the fish out of water. I'm really looking forward to that.
That's gonna be. It'll be funny.
And something like I really do like was something they did in the first one is like, yeah, Chris Pine is in it, but this is Wonder Woman's movie.
Yeah.
And you still get that vibe from it. It's not like, oh, here's Chris Pine, the sidekick comedian role kind of thing coming in. Something like the Thor and Thor 2. The movie is like half Kat Dennings, worst character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm glad it's not that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think part of the reason I think we worry about this is the first one's so good.
Mm.
Yeah.
So naturally you're like, you're going to go into it with high hopes. And I don't think there's anything we can do to really shoot that down unless they just release bad marketing. They have 6 months to push it. I'm glad they waited until now rather than be marketing this movie for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Because then by the time it comes out, you have a
fatigue.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
I'm like, go find this movie.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
I really appreciate that they didn't show us much. Specifically Cheetah. I would have liked some sort of hint as to how she's going to become Cheetah, but I'm sure that'll be the second trailer.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about that because I know her poster. She's wearing cheetah garb, like cheetah. What's it called? Fake cheetah skin
fur.
A jacket.
Yeah, like leopard. She's wearing cheetah print. Is what
print. It is. Yeah.
And like I think you saw a tweet from it that she is actually going to look like
she will. She will transfigure.
Mm-hmm. But kind of no allusion to that whatsoever, and like we didn't even see in the trailer like, hey, here's me in a cheetah print outfit. Like we see her in a black dress and still in.
I like the contrasting her in a black
loser
dress.
form.
Diana in a white dress.
In the white dress. Was cool. That was really cool. She looks good in it in terms of like sometimes
she doesn't look out of place.
She doesn't look like an SNL character wandered onto a movie lot.
Just wait till
she looks like she fits.
She's gonna lift up her cheetah claws, but it's gonna be little hands, little cheetah claws.
That's a great sketch. I love that. I love that one.
Did you guys?
Pedro?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you
Pascal?
Yeah.
Finally, you got to see the Mandalorian with his helmet off.
Yeah. Maxwell Lord.
Yeah, I like his look.
Yeah.
It's very villainy.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, I guess.
I liked the way he like talked.
His cadence.
Yes. Yeah. Like, and I can't remember what is his line that he has. When he's like on the TV, he's like, "Life is good, but it could be better."
Yeah.
Like I like the way he sounds when he talks.
Feels like an '80s movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like the Ride the Lightning, Metallica, 1984.
That freaking GIF you retweeted killed me with Shazam.
Oh yeah, where he's doing this thing.
Oh my gosh. I was at work in a cubicle in a quiet office, and I saw that, and I was just like,
if that doesn't come back in a future team up movie,
I'd
be super disappointed.
Line with my hands, line with way.
But to piggyback off that, I think the action still looks really good.
Oh yeah,
I really appreciate how both in Wonder Woman and now in 84, they're taking some of those Snyder things, the super slow-mo, and they're incorporating it in ways that feel good.
Mm-hmm. She also has her signature slide kick.
The slide kick's back. We get to see a lot more with Lasso.
Lasso was dope.
She never had her shield either.
Never had her shield? No.
Lasso is better than Sword and Shield.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's also just extremely different.
Yeah.
I love her little T kick, where she like kicks the dude, but also like leans back and punches people.
Yeah.
Like she's just like, wah!
I grabbed that. That was one of the options for the
screen grab.
Yeah, for the thumbnail.
Which one did you go with?
The wings.
The golden armor.
My gosh.
But the T kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan.
It's just too wide for a thumbnail.
What do you guys think of how bright her suit is?
Love it.
I think it's super nice.
Looks way better than what we got going on here.
Yeah.
Dear Jesus, can we get a Superman movie with those colors?
Please. I raise you. Can we just have Patty Jenkins make a Superman movie?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Her love for Donner Superman. So thank you for bringing that up. That is why I'm not worried about this movie. Because I think she wants this to be right so bad that I think she'll do it. I think she did great with the first one. I think she loves Donner specifically.
Yeah.
And she really tries to capture that same feel that he did.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be real, great Superman movies.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you're right. I really don't have any legitimate reason to be concerned.
I'm not
worried. What it comes down to is execution.
Yeah.
Some tropes, they'll be tropes, but if you can do it right with good characters and
then they're fine.
Good writing, then you're fine.
Yep.
I think there's a lot to be said about one, the actors they have in the movie. They want it to be right. Chris Pine didn't want to do a sequel, but after the first one, he's like, "Yeah, I want to do a sequel," and he comes back, and I think he cares a lot about that character and the story they're trying to tell. So I just, and maybe I'm glass totally full on this. I just think Patty is way too in love with it, and it's maybe because I'm fresh off her DGA episode, where she kind of talks about the character and how she feels about it, and I don't know I feel like if this movie wasn't good, I feel like she would be the most disappointed, not fans, because I think she's such a huge fan. She knows what we're looking for. She knows what the audience wants, and I think she'll give it to us. I mean, we get the Golden Eagle armor.
I think I probably just had a slightly more cynical day than you.
Maybe. So and you don't have any caffeine.
I don't have any caffeine. But the more you talk about it, you're right. I mean, I have a lot of faith in Patty, and I put my faith in other directors before. There's no reason I should doubt based on the first trailer.
I was nervous for the first one too.
Yeah.
But you also love Wonder Woman probably a lot more than Brett and I do.
Yeah,
that's true.
More than the average person.
Like Hunter, super nervous.
Yeah,
it's his favorite character.
I'm with him on that.
He's nervous about it, but he also liked the trailer a lot. He's like, "Oh, that was really good."
We're just
naturally you're like, I just really right. You have a fanboys moment. But what if it sucks? And like, I'm not there. Honestly, I will be if it's bad or not good. I will be more disappointed for Dana because Dana is over the moon about it. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not worried. Patty loves the character too much for me to be concerned.
Yep.
Plus, she hasn't given me a reason to not be.
Yeah.
Not trust her. So.
June something.
June 6th?
5th?
5th was the last one, wasn't it?
June 3rd, 4th, 2nd.
It was 2nd. It was June 2nd.
Early June is the safe.
That was our first episode of What the Fanboy. Hey, you weren't on it. No, just kidding.
You were on the second episode.
On the second one.
Third.
and third. Didn't I have two?
I think it was just the third. Our second episode was Injustice 2.
Yeah,
third was E3.
Boom! Okay.
Suck it, Brett. No,
three is the best number.
Third is the one with the treasure chest?
It's the Trinity.
First is the worst. Second is the best. Third is the one with a treasure chest or a hairy
chest. Here's the deal.
Depending on if you're
Here's the deal.
Or not.
One, Batman, he's cool by himself. You get Superman in there, they're going to fight each other. But you bring Wonder Woman in, then you have the Trinity, baby.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, I was doing nursery rhymes. He's talking about the Trinity. You're on your phone.
Yeah, I was on my phone.
We're all excited for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we are.
What was your favorite trailer of the weekend outside of Bond?
Wonder Woman.
Well, yeah, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
What was your least favorite?
Ghostbusters. Yeah, Ghostbusters.
I don't even remember all of them we talked about.
Probably Mulan.
Mulan.
Mine was Black Widow.
Ooh.
Mulan I watched it. I watched it once and I was like, okay.
Mine was either Ghostbusters or Free Guy. I watched the Free Guy one. Was like, oh, whatever.
See, and that was my exact response to Black Widow. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Another one. And that's how you feel about Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, here we go again.
Well, now you know how we feel about these trailers. You can let us know.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
What trailers you like. Or if you see a trailer and you're like, this is hot. This is fresh news. And these guys haven't seen it yet.
Send it to us.
Send us that link. Because
we watch it.
We don't catch everything.
My least favorite trailer was Togo because I didn't watch that one.
There you go.
I'm waiting for the sequel, Toga.
Party. I don't know. We've kind of plugged everything already.
Did we get any fan box?
We didn't get any fan box question. I didn't really push anything out this week.
Good. That means we can end early.
Early?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what time it is.
Well, earlier than we would if we had fan box.
If we had fan box, that's a good point. We'll see you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, I gotta hit this button.
We had no mic problems this week.
Yeah.